Hello and welcome to another weekly devotion. Here we are, February 9th, 2021. I look out my window and it's snowing. It's gorgeous and it's chilly. It's wonderful. Our devotion today asks this question: what can you do with a pack of camels? After a war with Mexico, the United States gained 500,000 square miles of land. The land was like a desert and didn't even have a railway to help deliver supplies. Americans who had visited there thought the land was similar to the land in the Middle East and suggested that using camels would be a good idea. Camels can close their eyes to keep out blowing sand, and they have 2 rows of eyelashes to protect their eyes. Camels can go a week without water, travel as many as 40 miles in a single day, and carry 1,000 pounds. Congress voted to buy 76 camels in 1856. The camels came from Egypt and Turkey and arrived in Texas. The army was going to use the camels to move soldiers and supplies into the new desert territory. But then the problems began. Soldiers were afraid of camels, and so was every nearby horse. The veterinarian from Turkey who was hired to take care of the camels had no training. His method for curing a camel was to tickle its nose with a chameleon's tail. Soon it became obvious that the United States just wasn't prepared for the camel plan. The idea was good, but the results were disastrous. Now, after a while, the Civil War started, and the army gave up on the camel idea. But what could be done with the camels? Someone made the suggestion that the camels could be used for delivering mail, a Camel Express. But that wasn't practical either, for the same reasons that the army couldn't use the camels. Eventually, the camels were delivered, not through the mail, delivered to circuses and zoos. The question: so what? Whenever something is too heavy for us to carry alone, we look around for help. Even though these particular camels couldn't be used as workers, people have long depended on camels as beasts of burden. Unfortunately, camels can't carry some of the heaviest burdens we encounter, like illness, anger, sorrow, or fear. God does not expect us to shoulder these weights by ourselves. The Bible tells us this, Psalm 55, verse 22. Give your burdens over to the Lord, for the Lord will carry them. Give your burdens over to the Lord, for the Lord will carry them. One of the blessings of asking God into our lives is the assurance that we won't be facing anything alone ever again. God will be with us whenever we cross a desert in our hearts, lightening our load with God's comfort. Something we hear all the time from pastors, from others, maybe not exactly in those words, but something we need to be reminded of, especially as we continue to move through the world and life as it is now, but also in times of normalcy, I guess. There's that word again. That seems like a burden in itself to hear. So may we continue to move forward, laying our burdens and our cares on the Lord, and knowing that the Lord does hear us and care for us. Until next week,